Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to my channel. And you can see NASDAQ filled this pre-election gap. You can see I was looking for this gap to fill for a while since here when we had a gap up. This was in November and they came back and filled this gap fully yesterday. And we had an indecision yesterday. Basically, there's not agreement between sellers and buyers. Usually it happens towards the end of a downtrend. And that's a good news because now price opened here basically around 23.45 and then it went all the way down, fulfilled some of these gaps below 200 moving average. Then buyers stepped in, put the price all the way up to around 26.91, but then they also kind of failed and then they closed slightly lower. So it's an indecision, it's a battle between buyers and sellers. And today it will tell us which way it's gonna go. If today we get a green candle, which I think we will, that means now we are resuming an uptrend. If we don't get a green candle, we go below a sell red candle. That means we're still going lower and there are more gaps at the bottom to fill. So probably that's what's going to happen. So we'll see how things are going, guys. Please hit the like button on the as you're reviewing the channel, and it only takes 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. In terms of levels for day trading, we are in the middle neutral zone. We are little slightly, well, I would say flat on MES. You can see coming back to buy zone. We had a job report today and it's way below, payroll was way below expected. So I think that's showing up here, but we are coming closer to nice buy zones here. You can see Dow Jones already touching buy zone and Russell is also coming towards buy zone. So you can see all these indices are going towards buy zone. Bitcoin, however, is nicely pumped here. You can see from here 81,000 to 500, 81,500. You can see very nice pump here and 12% in one day. So nice. If you have these levels, you can make a quick decision, and 12% in one day you can make. And if you are interested in this, there's a Discord channel link in the description of my video. You can go click and join. I share these screenshots of for Bitcoin like every couple of hours, so it's very helpful. And if you want to join premium channel, I share levels of stocks I'm buying and also these indices and any other stocks you like. Okay, so let's go to now long-term chart of S&P 500, see where we are. We're coming towards buy zone here. Green line is usually where it is possible to touch green line. In a bull market, you can see we do touch it. You can see this was a downtrend here from 2024 July to October. So it was a big downtrend and we did touch and then we got a rally to touching the top red line. So now it doesn't need to touch green line. It could go come very closer to green and then can bounce as well. We're keeping an eye, okay? So we're keeping an eye and RSI is getting very close to this bottom green line. So let's see, we could still pump from here to touch 40, 64.75. Else we'll come back on this green zone. That will be very good buy here as well. So we'll see which way market wants to drive. We don't know which way or another. It's flat right now, MES, and we'll know very soon today. Hopefully there will be a lot of trade war happening. Trump is imposing 25% trade war on Mexico and Canada. So that might factor in. If there's some relief, market will rally. If not, then market could dump even further. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. SPX cycle analysis showing even if we get one pump, we could come back and have another low. So this is what it's saying. Even if we get a pump, we could come back and fall here. It could be a higher low or it could be a lower low to fill some of these gaps and then we're gonna rally. Okay, this is what cycle analysis is telling. We'll see how it works out or not. Already cover NDX. IWM is getting a 9 counts buy signal. Usually it's pretty accurate whenever it gets a 9 count, not here, but here we got it, here we got it. So we'll see if it works out today as well. And let's keep moving. Bitcoin daily chart. We are showing a lot of support. Whenever we come in this 200 EMA, SMA, blue lines, it picks up, like buyers come and pick up. So these two lines are very important. Holding is a support. Now, one thing to note, we did not fill this gap, pre-election gaps fully, 77K. It doesn't need to fill, but it's a very good guide. We came very close to filling it, 78,000, but still did not fill. So what I'm saying is there is still a possibility it could fail and come back, fill this gap, and then go higher. So just keep that in mind. It is quite possible this could happen. If not, then it can rally straight up. Ethereum also looking weak, getting a 7 count SPY signal. Next gap is around 1800, so 1850. So it could come back, fill this gap, and go higher, or it's gonna go straight to this, filling these top gaps. So both are possibilities. So just keep an open mind on that. Toronto Stock Exchange, big red candle yesterday, mainly due to energy stocks and banks, and coming closer to 200 moving average. So that's usually a very good buy on Toronto Stock Exchange if it comes to 200 moving average. We will see, but long term wise, it's good to buy here. Hang Seng Index buy the dip. Looks like this gap might be filled. If I go to 1 hour chart, this yellow gap slightly left, so probably they're gonna go and fill this gap today. We'll keep an eye on that. China is looking very strong. It's buy the dip. So we'll see bond market looking very strong. So that's why little rejection here, still holding support on this 200 moving average. So let's see if it can bounce from here to make a new high. TLT must be very strong as well. But there's a huge gap here. Just keep that in mind. This huge gap up happened on Tuesday and then still not filled. So we'll keep an eye on this. Oil looking weak, but again in this massive support box, in my opinion, this whole area is nice buy zone. And again, multiple times we come here, and this is that you want to be buying for long-term hold. Natural gas, huge moves. I was expecting more weakness, but only got slight weakness and now going higher. So look to buy any dips. Gold also, let's see if it can close above this white line, which is 20 moving average. If not, it could come back to fill this gap at 2700. Silver is following gold. Copper is looking very bullish. Huge candle today. Amazing. Sugar finally bouncing from the area. So this is your second opportunity to buy sugar, guys. This is a very good support here, in my opinion. Wheat is also on near on this trend line. This trend line held for multiple years and multiple weeks. Corn also buy the dip near 200 moving average. This could be an area to buy. Dollar is a bit weaker. It broke down. Not sure why, but again, so it's coming to now next support. This thing become resistance now, this whole area. So you can make it yellow. So now it's coming back to this support area here. So keep that in mind. And let's look at FANG stocks. Um, Apple buy the dip, nothing interesting. Meta, all this 2-3 weeks of gain is all given back, coming back to nice support area here. Netflix also looking like nice on looking sitting on support. Amazon on 200 moving average. Google below 200 moving average. Microsoft below 200 moving average. All there are so many sale ideas here. CrowdStrike after earnings near support area, so I think it will pick up. This is where it should hold. Service now near 200 moving average. NVDA had a nice recovery yesterday, but still below 200 moving average. Let's see if it can continue. AVGO has earnings tomorrow, so probably they're going to hold it here today near 200 moving average. Tesla was down. This gap is still not filled. Just keep that in mind. 254. So maybe they will try to fill that at least and then pump. But if that fails, there's another gap around 214. So keep that in mind. AMD had some recovery. 8 counts buy signal. Let's see if it can hold. There's a sale in tech stock at the end. Okay, so you can buy whatever you like. And banks had a big sell-off. You can see Royal Bank, CIBC, Scotiabank, big sell-offs across the board on all the banks. So unbelievable sell-off here. And CNQ has an earnings actually tomorrow, and CNQ was green yesterday finally. This could be the end of a downwards trend, so we'll see. There's a lot of support in this area, to be honest, where it is right now. Very rare to see like a sell-off like that. So let's see, maybe in earnings tomorrow can act as a nice support and we can have a big bounce to 3072. If that happens, so from where we are right now to that could be a 13% bounce. We'll see if it can get that. That will be really good for the stock. Okay, so let's see how it goes, guys. Our futures already flat now. VIX is again starting to turn green again. Could not fill this $27 gap. So let's go to 1 hour chart. No gaps are here. All gaps are being filled. Next gap is here. This big gap here. This gap down. So if VIX goes higher, they could fill this gap today, and that could be end of this downwards move. And then we go to a bull rally again. So we'll see how it shows up. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Hit the like button on your way out, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.